Hey everyone, welcome to the AI Design and Mockups in 2025 training session. So first things first, can you hear me and see my screen? Just give me a 1 in chat box if you are good to go. Should see a nice little black screen, purple background, everybody awake. Yeah, I know it was kind of last minute with that email invite too, so I appreciate you guys coming on today. That is wonderful. And number two, just while people are trickling in, and then we'll dive into the training here, let me know where you're located. So type your location in the chat box. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. I know we have a lot of new people on here that may have never been on a webinar of mine before. I've done, oh man, approaching like 1,000 of these probably over time. But we have right on New York City. We have British Columbia, Mexico, cool, California, Florida. Whereabouts you at Florida? Oh, Jacksonville, nice. I've never been to Jacksonville. I've been to Tampa and St. Pete's and all those areas, but never Jacksonville. Even Sanford, been to the airport there. I imagine it's out there. Yeah, it's about 25 degrees here today, I think, and sunny, so beautiful day. What else we got? Anybody else? Who's the furthest away? Where's my Singapore dude? He is not on today. He usually comes on every time. Any Australians? No, I don't blame you, because it's probably the other opposite time. UK, very cool. 1984, land of the not so free. Oh man, I hear you. There's a lot of turmoil going on all over the world. It's crazy times, but it's even crazier with AI, I'll tell you that. The advancements that have happened over the past, man, even months. Like AI is advancing so quickly. It's amazing. Stuff that we only dreamed of like even a year ago, they're now doing, and it's super simple. So I love it. All right. So again, just thanks for coming on. I do have a lot of stuff to show you, so I am going to dive right in. So welcome. And like I said, over the past year, AI has advanced so fast. Those companies, those AI companies, seem to be competing with each other, and they're like trying to one up each other all the time, and they are. And the person who benefits the most is you and I, because like ChatGPT comes out with image generation, and it's amazing because now we don't even have to remove backgrounds. And then MidJourney's like, oh really? Google's doing videos. Okay, well we'll do videos too. And it's like, what the heck? As soon as you figure out how to do all this stuff, it's literally just typing into a keyboard, and whatever's in your head, you can get an image of or a video of that you can use on your stores as your kind of thumbnails and your mock-ups. And you can also use it in ads. Like I've been using AI generated ads for a long time, but now they're at the point where I cannot even tell the difference. And I'm really good at spotting AI. At this point in time, I struggle to tell, like, is that real or is that fake? I mean, we've all seen the Bigfoot videos online on TikTok and Reels and all that, and it's Instagram. Those are clearly fake because I mean, Bigfoot doesn't talk. But I'm talking about the ones where you have like females or males that are actually wearing your T-shirt or like drinking from your coffee mug or whatever it may be, like wearing your necklace or a blanket or any product that you can think of. You can get not only an image of somebody actually using it, but you can get uh, videos of people using your products. And this used to be photo shoots, and this used to be hiring models, and this used to be getting like paying just an insane amount of money for this stuff. And now it's like, nope, you just type it in there and you're good to go. So what are we going to cover today? Well, three basic things. Number one, I did this all a little bit different. I'm talking about this. Do you struggle to find winners? That's the first thing we're going to cover. And I'm going to go into detail into that and how we can solve that. And number two is, are your designs and mock-ups just not up to snuff? So I see this a lot too. I've reviewed a lot of stores in my coaching program and my one-on-ones. And I find that a lot of times all the people who are struggling, it comes down to designs first and mock-ups second. And if those are off, then you're really not going to find your winners and you're not going to get your sales. So there is a way to fix that, and that's what we're going to go through today. And then, of course, number three, what to do next. So we can start using AI tools to help you. And actually, AI is helping beyond just creating designs and mockups now. It's actually doing research, and it's coming up with literally target markets, demographics, and then the design styles, the colors, the fonts, the text only designs, the text and graphics, or graphic only designs that have improved so much. It's amazing. Like back even a year ago when we were doing text based designs, you'd always have misspellings and you'd have weird words and they couldn't quite get it. And today it's like, okay, hey, AI, here's my competitors, uh, analyze their stores, and then give me a brief on like what design styles are working best for them, and then remember that, and then I'm going to get you to come up with uh, variations of their bestsellers, as well as I want you to come up with like quotes and things and funny puns and stuff in my niche that are in the design styles that you found from my competition. And AI is like, no problem, done, done and done. It is amazing. It blows my mind. So who's this for? Basically, following people. Uh, if you are struggling to sell like t-shirts, coffee mugs, sweaters, hoodies, basically any print on demand product out there, if you're struggling to sell them, this is going to help you immensely. All right. Who it's not for, the good old people that I do not like. I just turned 50 and I'm too old now. So I don't like negative people, finger pointers, quitters, bad attitudes, or all around unpleasant people. In fact, I've had some that I deal with, seems to be one or two a month. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. Like if you want to join my program, that's fine. If you don't, no problem. Like I walk away. I'm not getting involved with any of that. Even online too. I find there's a lot of people online that have bad attitudes, but that's okay. So you're here. So I'm sure you're of the first batch, which is, the people who are actually looking to get those sales, find those winners, finally make some money. So I'm sure this is for you. And of course, if you stay until the end, I do have something for you. So before we begin, I would like to introduce myself because I know we do have a lot of new people on here. I've been running basically ads to a free course for a long time, and a lot of you are coming in from that, and I love that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And I have a lot of people who have known me for a few years too that are on here. I can see the names right now. But my name's Will. Hey Merle. It's pronounced hey to a guy named Merle. Hey Merle. I've sold over seven figures in the print on demand so far and counting. I've made over seven figures with my courses, coaching, and my membership site. And I got an Etsy mockup shop up to 2,400 listings with over 2,000 sales. And you know what I did then? I closed it. And you're thinking, well, why are you closing it if you're making sales? Because it's Etsy. The fees were eating into my margins so badly. Now, I do actually have plans to create a mock-up store where I'm selling mock-ups, but on Shopify instead of Etsy. That is on my to-do list. So I do work at home. I'm in my office right now at the front of my house. I'm old. Like I said, I'm currently 50. I'm stubborn. I just asked my wife, and I love a lot of things, but AI is just been an amazing injection of energy into my business. I love it. I love e-commerce. I love print on demand. I love paid traffic. I love free traffic. I love building assets that can produce a cash flow for me. And that's what we're going to be talking about a lot today. So above all, the number one thing I really like is helping people succeed. So I could just keep all this information to myself and just make money, but what's the fun in that? I actually find that helping people succeed and seeing them take what I teach them and applying it and making money themselves is more rewarding than putting like a little bit more money in my bank account, keeping it all to myself. So that's me. I do practice what I preach, though, as you'll see, and I am lucky, lucky in quotes, because I've been lucky since 2007 when I quit my day job and started working for myself full time online. But enough about me. I think you get the gist. I've been around the block a few times. I've been doing this for a long time and I've become very successful at it. So, a better topic, though, is to talk about you. So, is this you? Now, maybe you're a brand new, want to be successful print on demand seller. So, you're like, okay, here's the deal. I just watched 145 YouTube videos on how to use AI to make designs and mockups, and now I'm ready to dive in, kick some butt, and take some names because some 20-year-old kid says all I have to do is make a copy of a bestseller, list it, and I'll be making hundreds of thousands of dollars without doing any marketing. This is going to be so easy. Why aren't more people doing this? He makes it look so easy and definitely not overcomplicated at all. Let's go. That's how everybody comes into this business. And then it's like after a few months of making designs and listing them, you're like, man, now I'm like the tried and failed print on demand seller. So you're thinking, I don't get it. I did everything they told me to do, and I'm still not making any money at all. In fact, I'm now at a loss because I made 1,000 designs, but none are selling. I use the mockups for my print-on-demand company, so they should have been good enough. They never are. I can't afford to keep this going. When all I do is list product after product after product without getting any sales, I'm going to quit very soon. This sucks. Now, that's typically what Etsy sellers run into. They come out swinging out of the gate, and then they realize that, oh man, I haven't really figured out my target market. I haven't really. I'm not on the best platform to make any kind of real money. Like you can make hobby money on Etsy. Don't get me wrong. And if you're lucky, you might break through and actually uh, Etsy starts loving your shop, which is a wonderful thing. But there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong with any of the platforms that you use, mind you. So I understand the attraction to places like Etsy because they say, we have like 90 plus million buyers and they're all waiting for you. And it's like, yeehaw, let's go. Then you get into the mud of it, and the mud, you just start sinking. And I've seen it before. But anyway, so first, I want you to know you're not alone. Okay, so if you're thinking, man, I am the first person to experience this where I've listed and listed and listed and got no sales. Nah, you're not. Everybody's been through it. Second, don't give up. There is hope. And third, just accept where you're at so that you can fix it. And this is a big part of the next thing, which is evaluating what worked, what didn't, what can be improved. 9 times out of 10, it's the designs. And then it's the mock-ups. And then if that's not even jiving, then it goes back to the actual, do you know your target market? Because if you can't tell me in one sentence who your target market is, how the heck are places like Etsy going to figure that out, or Amazon, or wherever you're listing your products? Like they're just not going to know. If you're on Shopify, how is Facebook going to know who your target market is if you don't even know who it is, right? So we do need to figure that out. The beauty of this part right here in that evaluation and figuring things out is AI can now do it for us. The O3 model of ChatGPT is amazing. When you're using it, it actually says, like you type in what you want. Now it says thinking, and it gives a little blurb on what it's actually thinking about. It's quite impressive to watch. So here's the thing: if you're at like rock bottom, you can only go up from there. So if you're at the stage where you've tried a little bit, nothing's working, you feel like this just isn't for me, I'm going to quit. Uh, don't worry. You're at the stage where things can be fixed and you can make money. So your success, like I said, it's 99% your designs and the mockups you use, but a big part of that too is, do you know who your target market is? Do you know what they like? Do you know what they prefer? Is it males or females? I'll give you an example too. Um, for me, I actually have like a pickleball store, and on that store I sell T-shirts and I sell paddles, and I actually sell necklaces as well. But on that store, I was finding that all of my ads were being clicked on and bought by females, and not only females but older females. Now, all my shirts were designs that were targeting males, and like me, like males like 50 years old. So what I had to do was actually read my data and figure out that, okay, instead of going after like kind of male type designs that are like blocky and grunge and sharp lines and black t-shirts and all that stuff, let's change the colors, let's change the fonts, let's change that, and let's see what happens. And now that store is actually very profitable for me. So it's just looking at the data. Had I done that from day one, I wouldn't have wasted all those months and months and months of struggling to get it profitable. So there you go. The rest, it's not that difficult. So you've seen, we've all seen designs that sell like crazy. So you start searching on YouTube, and there's so many YouTubers who are trying to get your attention. Most are actually not that bad when it comes to designs and mockups. I did find one channel from a lady who uses Canva a lot, and I actually love what she teaches. Her tutorials are amazing. I don't know how much she's making on with print on demand or anything, but she's really good at that. Then there's Amazon sellers that are like just list and list and list and list. But anyway, I do have some bad news for you. So YouTube videos about designs and mockups are always missing the step before the designs and mockups, which is the one I just told you about, which is figuring out, who the heck is my target market? What are my competitors doing, like design style wise, that makes them have these best sellers? And those are questions that we used to have to go manually to every store and take notes. And now we have this kind of, we'll call it an assistant, who we can say, go here and analyze this store and give me a design brief on what's working for them. And then it will remember all of your competitors' kind of design briefs and what's working. And then when you get to the stage where like, okay, I want to make like 25 designs now to put on t-shirts, and then it can go and create those designs for you based on what it knows about your niche and your market and your target demographic. So it's amazing. It really is. But unfortunately, like when you're on YouTube, there's a lot of clickbait headlines. There's always somebody holding a phone with a big number on it that makes no sense at all and doesn't even tie into the video. A lot of talking, but very little substance. There's a Facebook ad guy with blue hair that he used to be a radio host, a radio talk show host, and you can tell because he talks a lot. But at the end of the video, you're like, I don't recall a single thing he just said. Like there's no help. It's just him talking about things and theories. But anyway, step-by-step instructions, forget it. Good luck on YouTube. It can be frustrating. I know a lot of you spend a lot of time in the YouTube research phase. Maybe find one of the free courses. So you try to do what they tell you to, and maybe you feel like you can do it all on your own, but it just doesn't seem to work how you want it to. So you continue to struggle and continue not making any money online, and that's why we're all here. We're here to make money. So you end up in a vicious cycle, constantly buying, constantly failing, thinking of giving up, but you don't. The point is, you're not going to give up on your dream. Your dream is your goal, and your goal is what keeps you going. So goals are good. We all have them. What's yours? So I'd like you to just take a quick second and type it into the chat box now. Let me know, like, dollar amount, gross revenue wise, every month. What would make you happy? What would make you say, I made it, I'm real, I'm legit in this business? Is it 10,000? Is it 5,000? Is it 1,000? So let's see what we got. A couple coming in now. There's a 10,000 right away. Nice. 5,000, 100,000. There's always some big, gigantic seller in here watching my webinars. I know who you are too. That's awesome. 5,000 profit a month. Love it. 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. Just want to make sales every day. Okay. That's actually a really good goal. 100 sales a day. That's actually achievable. It's going to take a little bit of a budget to get there, but that is achievable. Question on profit margins. Typically, you're looking at 10 to 20%. 50, we'll call it 15% on average because different products have different margins. Like if we get into things like necklaces and that, the margins are actually a lot higher. Whereas a t-shirt has very low margins and coffee mugs and that kind of thing has very, very low margins. However, you can bump up your margins if you're using things like personalized products, which I've been leaning into quite heavily too, even with AI. So, all right, we got a lot of good results. I would say the average there is about 5,000 a month, which is good. So my goal for you is simple. Like I want to help you do this. Okay, I want to help you get your first big winning design, complete with kick-ass mock-ups, so that you can finally make some money with this stuff. And I'm telling you right now, it takes one. So we just came out of the Father's Day run recently, and I had one amazing design that I got the ad spend up to like $1,700 a day on it. And that's US dollars. So for me in Canada, that's a lot more. But I wouldn't be spending $1,700 a day on a design if it wasn't profitable. And it was very, very profitable. And that was one. And that made a lot of money for me. A lot. So I was actually very sad when the Father's Day cutoff came and I had to turn off those campaigns. But I'm also happy because guess what I'm doing for the Christmas run? I'm going to run that product again. I'm just going to change out the ad copy to say instead of perfect Father's Day gift, I'm going to say perfect Christmas gift. So I am so looking forward to Q4 with this. Anyway, the point is, without goals, we all struggle to keep going. So some days stink. You get very little traffic, or you overspend on ads, or someone copies your best sellers, which happens to everybody, and it's freaking awful when it happens. But you keep going because you have a goal. So why tell you all this? Well, you need something to keep you going too. So bad days are going to happen, and goals give you something to focus on. You can feel sorry for yourself and you can wallow in self-pity. I've been there, done that. Not a fun place to be. Or you can change anything you want in your life. So that's why you're here. Maybe you've tried and failed. That's why I put together the AI Design Mockup Bootcamp 2025 edition. More on that later. Let's get into the training now. So let's dive in. I can't wait. So number one is this question on the screen right now. Do you struggle to find winners? And in all my coaching, the answer is yes. It's like I can't seem to crack the code. I can't seem to get even one profitable. Once you do get one profitable, by the way, it gets a lot easier with number two, number three, number four, number five. And I'll tell you right now, all the big sellers that I know, they have maybe 5 to 7 that sell consistently. But of those 7, there's maybe 1 or 2 that are pushing all the volume for them. So it goes back to the starting point. So what is yours? So typically it looks like this. You typically go with designs. So you'll go to like Everbee or something or Allura or whatever it may be, load up your favorite spy tool. If you're on Amazon, it's probably Helium 10. Find a bunch of products that look like winners, right? Make a poor duplicate of them, create some bad mock-ups, post them on your store, run ads to them, maybe. Even on Etsy, you can run ads, get no sales, and then you quit. That's the typical way that this goes. So unfortunately, it stinks. But why does that happen? Well, you skipped an important step. So your target market, I call it a vague blob of unknown, right? Anyone with a torso is not a target market at all. And I've done that in the past, so I'm laughing. But it means you skip the demographic research, which is the thing that most sellers do. Unfortunately, they don't know. So what if you could use AI to create a defined target market for you? And I'm even talking if you have a gift store, if you have a target market for that gift, so you can get AI to create that, and then all your ad copy can be leaning towards like a hook, an angle, and an image that align with that target market for that particular gift, right? It can work very well that way. If you have a niche store, you're just looking for like who within that niche should I be targeting? What are their pain points? What do they enjoy? What do they like? What do they not like? Like you want to get into their head where you can get to the point where you're like, okay, if um if I post a like meme online, like a funny image, I know that this group is going to like laugh at it. Like you got to get to that point where you know them that well, and that can be hard on your own. But with AI, it's not. So what if you could have AI also like analyze your competition, where you're like, okay, cool, I found these 3 shops or these 5 shops or these 10 shops, and now I'm just gonna go and hey, AI, analyze this one and tell me what you think. Analyze this one, tell me what you think. And then after it analyzes all those shops, you can say, all right, give me a design brief, um, style, fonts, colors that I should be using on my own store to compete with these guys based on their best sellers. And it'll go, okay, here you go. You should be using this font and this color and this t-shirt color is selling best, and stay away from this one. And in my case, I had them analyze the pickleball market, and they said like for t-shirts, it's mainly older females that are buying the t-shirts. Make sure you could even look at like comfort color shirts instead of Gildan 64,000, right? Because they're a little bit more comfortable. Um, Design wise, stick with rounded fonts and things like this, and it could give you examples. So it's just when AI is analyzing your competition, you're already light years ahead of your competition who is not doing this. And this is something I've run an AI design and mockup bootcamp back 13 months ago. And back then, AI did not have the ability to do this. And now it does. And it is mind blowing, the results that you get. It's stuff that maybe it is in the back of your head when you got into that niche or opened that gift store or whatever it was, but it was never staring at you on the screen in black and white. And it's never something that um, maybe subconsciously you are designing for a particular demographic, but this just lays it all out so that all your future designs are the odds of them becoming winners increase dramatically because this part was done. Okay, so um, it's also like, what if you could use AI to create that defined target market? And it's not just one, there could be multiple within your niche. What if you could have it, you know, analyze the competition to come up with those design styles, the fonts and colors that you can now use to find winners faster than ever? That might be the one thing that you've never done before, but should have. And maybe it's just a matter of, you know what, I didn't even know that existed. So if you do that step where you do you're not even doing it. You're getting AI to do it, to analyze your competition, research things for you. come up with design briefs. And I mean, getting you to success will be faster than ever. Just taking that one small change. So now you're going to succeed because the design is the most important part, but knowing what your target market already likes, and it's more than just using a spy tool and looking at it yourself. It's actually doing a deep dive into what made that design work, what made it tick. And when you see this happen for your niche or for your gift shop or whatever you're running, I run both a gift shop and niche stores, and I do it for both, and it works amazingly well. So when you start using that in all your future designs, it's the missing puzzle piece that very few sellers do. So until now, right? So now you can use AI to do all that heavy lifting for you. No more manually searching. It's time to let AI do this all for you. So let them do it all. Then use that design brief and target market information to create your winners faster than ever. You're diving to the next level that a lot of print-on-demand sellers never even think of. And um, when you do this, you're going to see your results come in faster than ever. So this is how you increase the odds of finding winners before you do a single design. So AI will even think of things and put it into black and white on your screen that you didn't even consider. And it's mind blowing to watch it because if you think about it, AI has access to so much more stuff. Uh, it's like the smartest guy in the room times 10 on any topic, which is scary, but helpful for us. So it doesn't matter if you sell on Etsy, Shopify, WooCommerce, Amazon, Redbubble, Zazzle, or any other platform, it doesn't matter. A great design is the key to making a lot of money, and we will use AI for that. But we need to have 100% clarity on what exactly our target market is and what exactly they like. This piece right here is the missing piece for a lot of people. They skip this step because they didn't know this step existed. So I can teach you this, but it'll take more time than we have today. Okay, so more on that later. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's move on to the second part. So number two, are your designs and mockups not quite up to snuff? Now, first, let's be very clear. AI is changing all the time. So the stuff from last year is pretty much outdated now because the leaps and bounds that these companies are doing is just AI moves so fast, and the companies seem to love outdoing each other. They are super competitive, and you even see stories now where like Zuckerberg is poaching the AI chief from so and so company, and this company's uh, taking over the chief AI developer from that company, and you see these stories all the time, and you see the numbers attached to like the offers that these AI guys are getting made. It's mind blowing, but they're doing it because all these big companies know, like Google, Facebook, Apple, they know how important AI is. Even but gigantic programs like Canva, if you look now, Canva has a lot of AI integrated right into their dashboard that you can use because they know. Look at programs like Kiddle, same thing. Playground.ai is all basically prompt based and it makes amazing designs. There's so many different programs out there. We don't need to use them all. I mean, we could, but we don't need to. So what I'm saying, excuse me, is I love it when these companies are competing because the winner is you and I. So it's to our benefit because we get more bells and whistles now than we ever did before. So which companies are best? Well, this is just based on what I use daily. So I'm going to give you my two. MidJourney, it's amazing for mockups. Okay. Now, when I say mockups, I'm talking static images and video, both. I'm still a MidJourney guy. I've been using it for over about a year and a half now, and it has improved so much. It blows my mind. Like it's now reading my mind when I'm doing images. You can do flat lay images now, which you couldn't do in the past. Which is like, say you have a T-shirt, it's laying on a table, and then there's a camera above it taking a photo shot down. You can do those. You can do folded shirts. You can do mugs. You can do everything. Not only that, you can take those images and you can convert them into videos, which, as we all know, online places like TikTok love video. Well, it's all video. Facebook loves video. In fact, they encourage you anytime you post anything to convert it into a reel. Um, with MidJourney now, it is amazingly efficient at creating videos. And then there are like the super duper programs like VE3 or VEO3 from Google. Those ones are like $250 a month. So you can use those if you're, building a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel or something like that. And you want to do faceless videos. You could take those and build out like a whole gigantic channel in your niche too if you wanted to, but we're going to stick with the things that are a little bit cheaper to start. And mainly because I'm still playing with those massive, like Kling AI as well for the videos. I'm sticking to MidJourney for my print on demand business because it is cheap and it's easy and I know it like the back of my hand. But we can now turn any image into a video with MidJourney, and I'll give you a huge tip here now. When you're running your test ads for your products, if you find a winner, which you will, what you want to do is convert that winner into multiple videos and then run the exact same ad copy with, instead of having a static image, it's now a video. And watching something that you designed, uh, or AI designed, and watching now an AI generated model wearing it. And from my example, like I do a lot with pickleball, and I'll actually have like a woman on a pickleball court wearing my shirt and like laughing or proudly showing it off, or her friends like looking at it and going, "Oh my God!" Like you can see them mouthing the words. It's like somebody took a video at a pickleball court of them wearing my shirt, but I didn't have to leave the comfort of my home. So I'm right in my home office generating all this. Facebook ads loves that. So anyway, these are perfect. So they're perfect for our product pages and our ads. If you're on Etsy, you know full well that Etsy loves video too. So any product that you have that you want to convert into a video, now it's super easy. I mean, back when I was getting in, like attempting Etsy full bore, I used to go to Canva and I create a 8 to 10 second just slideshow and put that in as my video. Now I can actually have, if I have like a coffee mug, I can have like uh, a female 60 plus with a tattoo of a heart on her forehead and pink hair taking a sip of that coffee mug, and it's amazing. Like you can't even tell. Well, I'm sure pink hair and the tattoo of a heart on her forehead would give it away, but you know what I mean? You can tell it to do whatever you want. So the best part is they convert really well because it's hard to tell a difference now between AI and real people. In the past, AI had a big issue with fingers and toes. It couldn't do it. It couldn't seem to count them. But now, my God, it is amazing. So it opens up so many options for us. So if you can think of it now, Midjourney can create an image or a video of it, and it's mind blowing. I don't know how these kind of mock-up companies are going to stay in business anymore because we have so much flexibility now in what we can do, and it looks real. Like there's no doubt about it. So, but it's not all about the mock-ups. I mean, we do still need amazing designs, and that's where ChatGPT is now at the forefront. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but uh, they released their one of their newest models, and like who would have thought, right? When you think of ChatGPT, you always think, okay, text-based AI tool. How the heck is that number one for designs now? It is. Um, in the past, AI struggled with a lot of design aspects, so they could not handle text. Even places like Ideogram, which were really good for handling text, they would always misspell words, making it basically unusable. You could go in and you could edit that text with Photopea or Photoshop, but usually it had some messed up images too. There was either like too much detail or weird characters in it. Um, somebody's hand might be extending out of like their leg or some weird looking thing like that. And the other thing in the past, background removal was very difficult, if not impossible. And I didn't add this either, but the upscaling that you used to have to do in the past, you don't have to do it anymore. And this is coming from a guy who sold thousands of AI generated designs that I have never upscaled. I didn't even bother because I didn't need to. So I should have added that, but that's the past. So now things have changed big time. So now you have text and it's no problem. Even the simple fonts work. Um, Misspelling is a lot less frequent. It still happens once in a while, but it's not as frequent as it used to be. So you can say, create a text-based design saying happy birthday or happy 50th birthday and put some ornamental designs around it, and it can actually do it like quite easily, which is amazing. The images now, you can upload inspiration. So you could take like a design that you saw, upload inspiration for it, ask for a couple of variations. I'm sorry if you hear a fridge beeping in the background there. Ask for a couple of variations, and then boom, it's done. Like in the past, you would have to have this elaborate prompt that would try and get you as close as you could to what you were looking to do. But now, no, you can literally take a screenshot of something, upload it to the program, ask it to do the variations because we never want to do exact copies of anybody, and it's done so quickly. And then there's also the background removal. It's not necessary anymore. With ChatGPT, especially, you can say, "Hey, put that onto a transparent PNGs now," and it will. So in the past, we had to take that file, whatever it was, usually a WebP file, we had to upload that to Photopea or Canva and click on background. It would do kind of a good job, but not the best job. But now with ChatGPT, we just literally say, put that on a transparent background and we are good to go. So there's the steps that we used to have to take don't exist. And it's wonderful. Like I love it. And especially I pulled a lot of designs from MidJourney too, and they would be so intricate. And when you remove the background, you still have little spots here and there which were kind of see-through, and it never really work. Like it took a lot of touch up on Photopea for me because I don't use Photoshop anymore. I just use Photopea, and I have to go in and analyze like every little tiny area to figure it out. But now, nope, all good. So AI has come a long, long, long way. Especially my two favorites, MidJourney and ChatGPT. So combine those two with Photopea, which is a free program to use. You can go there right now if you want, photopea.com. I use it all the time when I'm trying to resize images, or if I'm cropping a mock-up down to, I want to focus more on the midsection of a model instead of having a gigantic kind of background space. Because you got to think, everybody who's looking at your images on Facebook, they're looking at that stuff on a phone. So if it's too small and they can't read the text, they might click it, or they might be trying to zoom in on the text to read the text, and it'll count as a click. And then you're going to get what I call like um, false positives in your ads, which is not good. So anyway, so now you're laughing, right? It's amazing designs and mockups done with very little effort now, and they're ready to be uploaded on a transparent background already, which means not only does AI do your research, come up with your perfect target market, analyze your competition, it's your designer too. So creating winning designs is better than ever before. And you can do this on the free plan of ChatGPT. I just last month paid $20 a month because I wanted to get the O3 version, which is the thinking version. And man, it is totally worth it. And the cool part is like, you can go on the free versions of these programs and use them. And then if you want to go on like a design sprint or a mock-up sprint, you can pay the $20 for ChatGPT or $29.99 for MidJourney, do it for a month and then cancel it. So you really paid very little for a lot. Sound good so far? I think it is. So let's move on now to the third thing, which is vital. And as you can tell, I love this stuff. I'm deep into this every day. But number three is what to do next. So here's where you're sitting. You do have multiple options. I hope you're getting excited. You maybe have a few questions on like, where do I begin? That research part is very intriguing. The design brief part, man, I want to do that. I can't believe ChatGPT you can do my designs now. How the heck do I make videos out of on MidJourney? Based on my images, and not just based on any old images, but based on the images that are already converting, which is just a level that was never available before. So buckle up. It's about to get even better. We'll finish this off and then I'll get to my offer to you. So the reality check is not a simple thing that we're talking about. There's a lot of moving parts. It can be very complicated to figure out. Um, you do need a couple things before you even start, and that is ChatGPT, which is you can get a free account. MidJourney, you can use a free account. Photopea, free account. Boom, 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 all free. They do have upgrades. Like for me, I do use a $20 version of ChatGPT a month. Peanuts compared to what I'm getting so much out of it, and I've made way more than $20 over yeah for that. Even MidJourney, I still have my $29.99 subscription to that. But you do need an idea of what design you want to make. AI can help you with that too. You do need an idea of the mockups you want to make. Again, AI can help you. You need someone to teach you, guide you, and support you because things are moving so fast. So how do you do this? Well, you do have your two basic options. The easy way, go from point A to point B quickly, or the hard way, go from point A to point B in kind of a little bit longer take than usual because you're going to try it on your own. You'll reverse engineer, so you'll be changing directions constantly. You'll get there eventually. It just takes a lot longer, right? So the hard way is to go for it on your own. You can go to YouTube, search for, man, how do I make designs and mockups with AI? You're going to get the following different opinions, styles, outdated methods. That's unfortunate, but because of the lightning speed that we're moving at, it happens. Some shifty people. There's a lot of good people too, though. Tons of ways. So you go and try each one on your own, and now you've got something. It is not the solution, but it's something called information overload. And just this image that you're looking at was made probably, I think, a year ago with AI. I'm going to remake it because his eyes are not quite pointing directly the same. But this is old AI that made this image. And now it's like, it would not do this gook on the top, like FOPT. I don't know what that means. Anyway, AI is not just used for print on demand. I also use it in my coaching business too. So you do have so many options that now you don't know where to start due to that information overload. That typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. And I'm the king of overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go back to square one. That route absolutely stinks. I don't suggest it for anyone. Instead, I do suggest taking the easy route, learn from someone who's an experienced expert who's in the trenches right with you. Let's go back to 2005 for a second, show you what I did back when I was working at TD Ameritrade. Took the night shift so I could search the internet, found a mentor. He taught me all about my business. My first business ever online back in 2005 was generating secured loan leads and selling them to banks in the UK. Without him, I'd still be at my 9 to 5 job. I remember too, um, when I was working in my, we were in cubicles, and the person beside me would look at my screen. I was checking my numbers from my secured loan business, and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's the business I'm going to be. That's going to allow me to quit this job." And she's like, she laughed. She's like, "Well, why would you want to quit this job?" I'm like, "Because I hate it and I want to work for myself." And then, sure enough, like a couple months later, I did quit because I was making more of the secured loan liens than I was being a guy on the phone at TD Ameritrade. Anyway, if you want to lose weight, what do? Find someone to teach you how. If you want to learn how to fly a plane, you have to find someone to teach you how. If you want to create AI designs and mockups that sell, along with the research and the target market and the design briefs that we can now do, plus analyzing your competition, find someone who's already done it. Just get them to teach you. This is no different. So you want to find someone to teach you how, which brings me to my offer to you, and then we will close this off. So at the beginning, I mentioned the AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp 2025. I did do one 13 months ago in June of 2024. It still has a lot of golden nuggets in it, but this is all brand new because AI moves so fast. So this is what my offer is. It's a way to skip a lot of the roadblocks to get profitable. More on that in a second. Do you think you can do this? Of course you can. So far we've covered, do you struggle to find winners? Kind of solved that, gave you a big tip on how to actually get your winners out there quicker. Are your designs and mockups not up to snuff? Well, we fix that too. And then what to do next. So my question is, you want to take it to the next level? Introducing the AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp 2025. So the info and the methods that I've shown today only scratch the surface, not even a dent. The AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp 2025 is all about teaching you, guiding you, supporting you to let AI clearly define your target market, to let AI come up with design styles and briefs that you can use that your market prefers, to research your competition using AI. And it's more than just like ever being loading up Etsy and searching around and looking at sales numbers. It's more than that. It's what that design is, like what style is it, what fonts are used, what colors are used, which colors are selling best, what suggestions is AI making for you to create your winning version of that design too, right? So you want to create your own AI generated designs that sell. You want to create your own AI generated mockups to sell because they do go hand in hand. If you have a very cool design and they land on a page where the mockups are horrible, they might just skip right off that page because they think, oh, this company didn't even take time to do up some nice mockups for me, so I'm not going to bother, right? And there is a lot of competition out there too, so we got to make sure we're competing. So this is all with my help, of course. So what is it? 3-week boot camp, the usual, dedicated to AI designs and mockups for print-on-demand products of all types. Sound pretty sweet? I think it is. So I want to make sure that you have everything you need to profit. So this is what we're going to do. I'll help you with everything we talked about today. Getting AI to define your market, getting AI to research your niche, getting it to analyze your competition and come up with those design briefs, find winners faster than ever, and using all that information that it gathers, getting it to create variations of winners for you, getting it to create awesome mockups for product listings, not not just the standard image ads, like static image ads, but video ads as well. And then how to create those awesome mockups for the ads, how to basically go every step of the way to get you from struggling with finding winners to actually finding winners. This is what we're doing. So I can't wait for the day that you tell me, Will, I got my first sale, or Will, I got my 100th sale. So when that happens, I'll be the happiest coach on the planet. So warning though, this is not for everyone. If you're not interested, you can turn this off now. If you are interested, stick around for a minute while I finish this off. So what you get with the AI Design and Mockups Bootcamp is you get my coaching experience. I've done a lot in sales in both the print-on-demand side. I am in the trenches. I do have stores right now running profitably, and I've made over 7 figures in coaching over the. It's I actually can't even see going back in PayPal long enough to see what that exact number is because they only keep numbers for like 5 years or something like that, 5 or 7 years. I've been doing it for like 18. Anyway, I created a gigantic 2,400 listing mockup shop on Etsy, and that was back before AI was this good, and it worked. It was getting sales. I have several winning designs created with AI under my belt. I can handle any tech issue you encounter to get you profitable. That's the ultimate goal. So what you get is live training sessions. There's 3 of them, 1 week apart. Gives you time to complete each step in between. Replays are always available if you can't make it live. You can ask questions, get answers, and succeed. And that group that we're going to use for this too, you'll see in a second, it stays up indefinitely. As long as I'm alive, that's alive. So that's what I say, because I can't really say lifetime, because then it's like, is it your lifetime or my lifetime, right? So I'll say for my lifetime, as long as I have a Facebook account, that thing will be alive and kicking. Anyway, that's the training side. I do have some cool bonuses for you too. So we do need a way to interact, of course. And one of my favorites is a dedicated Facebook group for the bootcamp. So you get that. It's right on Facebook, available 24/7. Ultimate way to get support. Post answers, post questions, get answers. Network with others, like-minded individuals. Awesome way to get support. If you cannot stand Facebook, and I'm finding more and more people can't lately, and I had 2 people from my last boot camp that said, "Can you just send me the links to the like how to join, and then send me the links to the replays?" And I was like, "Yeah, I get it," because they didn't want to go onto Facebook at all. So we can do that too. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. So you get training and support. I think that's pretty cool. And that is a 997 value for the 3 live training calls, and then a 997 value for the group, which is $1,994. But that's not all. And every time I say that, I feel like a used car salesman or one of those infomercial guys. But I do have a few other bonuses for you. You're going to need traffic. So I really, 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 really love paid traffic, but I know a lot of people are like, nah, I just want to do free. I want to get free traffic. It is amazing. So I did an AI free traffic bootcamp, and I'm going to throw that in. And that is basically you can use AI for more than designs and mockups. It can also bring you in sales. Free traffic is more than just posting on social media. You can rank your store and products on search engines using AI. This works with everything, every platform out there. This bootcamp is about 3 hours long, and it's 3 sessions. So you get that. That is bonus number 2, the AI free traffic bootcamp, a $997 value, bringing us up to $2,991. I'm not done though. I've got more for you. So in 2024, I did my first AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp, which I talked about. I'm going to include that one too. Okay, so there's still lots of golden nuggets in it. There's a lot of prompting training that you can use. The dashboards might look a little bit different, but that's why we're doing the update with this one. So you'll see how much AI has changed over the years. I actually spell check missed that. So there should be a D on that, but changed over the years. So bonus number 3 is the AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp from June of 2024 is when I did that last. So it's about 13 months old. And you'll see the difference. You'll be like, ooh, I understand why you did a new one because holy cow, like we are so much better than we were back then. So there's 3 training sessions, 1 hour each. You'll see how much AI has changed. This is a perfect complement to the new one, which we're going to be doing starting basically very soon. So that's bonus number 3. AI Design and Mockup Bootcamp 2024. That's got a $997 value. Now we're at $3,988. So how about more AI, right? Why not? So necklaces are the product that I made my first basically 7 figures on with print on demand. And you're thinking, what the heck are you talking about? Well, I did a boot camp on that. I love my boot camps. And that one's called the AI Necklace Bootcamp. They're an amazing product to sell online. People buy them as gifts like crazy, and you'll see inside this bootcamp. And I'm going to include that too. So I've already sold a lot of this product before. This was even before using AI that I sold that. Now with AI, it's even better. So you get 3 sessions. You'll love selling this amazing product. And I've seen um, some some of my competition in the coaching course world where they're offering some kind of fantastic like quote generator and all that stuff. You don't need it. I mean, they're just hooking into OpenAI to get those quotes. So why not just go right to the source and skip all that stuff? That's what you'll see how I do that inside the AI Necklace Bootcamp. So that's bonus number 4. That's got a 997 value. Now we're up to $4,985. And then speaking of necklaces, I'm going to do something crazy. I know you love seeing case studies, so I do have a big one for my first bestseller, and that's bonus number 5. It's a case study and permission to copy it. That thing had that's revenue, not profit. 163,000 in, I think that was revenue. Yeah. Anyway, I sold over 8,000 units of it, and you'll see it. So the product type is not available anymore on that supplier, but the niche and design can go on other products very easily. And I made a small fortune in this niche. And there is a company now that has virtually all of their top sellers are in this niche. So that's a good thing because you want to go where the competition is. But this is a niche that I was the pioneer in. And I'll reveal it all. You can copy it. There's 9 videos, huge head start. No one gives you a bestseller ever. I'm going to because there's more than enough room inside that market for all of us. It's huge. It's basically dads. So think of dads in the world. How many are there, right? Hundreds of millions. And I couldn't have enough ad spend budget available to myself to hit them all. So I'm not worried at all. So you get that too, the print on demand case study and permission to copy. That's got a 1997 value because it is, nobody does that, right? And that's, so now you're at $6,982 in total value. Should I stop here? Nope. I got 2 more for you. So I'm going to throw in my Etsy digital AI course. That is bonus number 6. It's 100, actually, I think it's 107 videos, not 105. Every single thing you need to succeed on Etsy with digital products and AI. Now, we're not going to go have a look at it now because we're running out of time, but it is a ton of training, like from starting a store to your listings, to your SEO, to creating digital products, everything you need for that. And I know I'm into print on demand big time, but I was attempting to get my digital product side going nicely on Etsy, and I just found I couldn't really rely on Etsy for consistent sales. But maybe things change for you. Maybe I'll have better luck with it. There you go. So that's the Etsy digital AI course. There's a lot of AI training in there too. $997 value. We're up to $7,979. And I did save the best for last. So I love Shopify because I can build an asset and sell it later if I want. Plus I can run ads to it. Plus I can use email marketing. Plus I can create blog posts and get free AI traffic, which you'll see inside the AI free traffic bootcamp. It's a little more involved than Etsy, but to me, it's amazing. So that's bonus number 7. I'm going to put that full Shopify print-on-demand course in there too, and that is 102 videos, covers every single aspect, including personalized print-on-demand products, which are becoming my favorite type of product ever because they sell so well. So once somebody has to go in and actually create, they're kind of creating the product right on their screen. Their commitment to that now goes up dramatically because they've taken micro steps, and now the conversions on the personalized products is a lot higher. Plus, it's a unique product, right? If you can add a name and a date or whatever other personalized information you want to something like a t-shirt or a mug or whatever, or an image, man, it works really well. So we got the intro, getting started, growing, scaling, social traffic, email marketing, TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, blogging traffic, summary. It's all in there for you. So I'm giving you everything you need to sell the amazing designs you'll be creating with this bootcamp. And now we're up to $8,976 in value with 7 bonuses. How's that sound? I'm out of breath. I'm not playing around here. You'll be an expert by the end of this boot camp. You'll be a design expert by the end of the boot camp. You'll be a mock-up expert by the end of the boot camp, and you'll be able to sell them on Etsy or Shopify or WooCommerce or Amazon or any print-on-demand platform that you want. Right? You get it all. It's a ton of value. I should charge $8,976 for this, but I'm not charging that much. So I did have a choice to make. First option, sell this for cheap, get more going. Second option, charge more, limited to fewer people. So I did go with option one. This is for everyone. I priced that $997, but since I want you to do this, I'm offering it for 70% off. So $299.10. The URL is www, don't forget that part, printondemandcoach.com/AI-2025. Okay. I'll leave that in the bottom right of the screen for the rest of this, and then we'll close this off. So we are very close to the end here. So you're getting everything to finally be able to create best-selling designs and mockups using AI, taking a few steps that we've never taken before too. So if you want to succeed, you have two options. Do it alone. Go to YouTube or Facebook groups, search for how to create best-selling AI designs and mockups. You're going to find tons of conflicting info. Get confused, get overloaded, overthink it, second guess yourself, waste time, waste energy, and struggle. Or you can get this amazing deal. So you can have 3 live training sessions, which is design. Well, actually, the first one is that's a little bit different. It's going to be the research, the design briefs, and figuring out based on your competition's best sellers what the exact style of designs you should be using and the colors and all that good stuff. So we are going to figure out how to create best-selling designs using AI and mockups and then generate them very easily. Plus, the video mockups is something that I just, when you see this, it's going to blow your mind. So you get the group, you get everything else. I should have updated that slide better. Which option do you prefer? I think it's a complete no-brainer. Is that a lot of money? No, not for the massive amount of training and support you're going to get. So I do have a goal to get you pumping out best-selling designs and mockups. I'm giving you everything to get you making money as fast as possible. Now, you can try this alone. Some of you will. This is for ones who want to skip the School of Hard Knocks. I have a PhD from there. So who am I to teach you? An experienced expert with a lot of success so far. And I do practice what I preach, okay? Any questions? You can use that email, coach@ppc-coach.com or contact@printondemandcoach.com. What's the difference between now and later? Well, now you might be struggling, and later you won't be anymore. So this is a limited time offer. Once the timer on the checkout expires, it's over. Don't wait. You might miss a bus. Now, some common questions that I get all the time. So why teach AI design creation? Because your design is the most important part. Too many sellers create bad designs and wonder why they don't get any sales. This fixes that for you. So why teach AI mockup creation? Because displaying your awesome design on a great mockup matters big time. You want lifestyle mockups where it's actually somebody wearing it or using your product. You want product mockups where it's like flat lays or folded or crumpled or something like that. You want people to click and buy your products. That's why. And with the addition of video to the mockups, man, it is amazing. So what can you sell? Anything. T-shirts, coffee mugs, sweaters, hoodies, tumblers, canvas prints, any print-on-demand product you can do this with. Where can you sell it? Anywhere you want. Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, Redbubble, Teespring, Now Spring, Society6, Zazzle. I just threw those in. I don't even really use those marketplaces. To be honest, Shopify is my number one right now. Where does it take place? Live training is on GoToWebinar. Replays are posted to the group. Bonuses are on the group right now waiting for you. Courses are on the group. They're actually in the group, not on the course portal. And you'll get full instruction after joining on how to access everything in the welcome post. So Does MidJourney cost anything? You can start for free. I use the $29.99 a month plan. If money's tight, join for a month, do all your designs and mockups, and cancel. Does ChatGPT cost anything? Nope, you can start for free. I personally use the $20 a month plan because I want the O3 version, which is the one that does the thinking, and it's so cool too. It's like you're watching it, the process that it goes through, interpreting your prompt. Like it's so cool. If money's tight, again, join for a month, do all your designs and mockups, and cancel. Get that design brief, get it to analyze your competition, get it to figure out, what style should be using, who's your target market, what demographic would work best for your niche. If you have a gift product, it's the same thing. It's just you're going to be going after hooks, angles, and images and videos. You can even ask it, like, what should I be writing, which I do. Inside my ad copy, I go to ChatGPT and I get it to do 3 versions, and I split test them on my ads. And that seems to be working very, very well, especially on my evergreen stuff. It works awesome. So, which niches will you cover? Excuse me. So I have some that I'm currently in, but if you're in a niche and want to volunteer it, I'll show you how to make designs and mockups for yours too. I don't mind doing that. A lot of people are very private about like their stores and their niches and all that, but I'm telling you right now, if you've been struggling for a while, you have nothing to lose in volunteering one, and I can go through it on live training. So here's exactly what I would do. So I do have stuff planned for my own, but I can show you how to do it for your own. But if you'd like to volunteer yours for the boot camp, I have no problem with that. Or maybe even just one session, no worries. So every single step in detail will be covered. How to do the research, how to get AI to figure out your target market, how to get it to create that design brief, how to create best-selling designs and mock-ups, and then how to do video mock-ups for products easily. That the video mock-ups alone um, will make a night and day difference in your sales and your conversions. You can even be putting video mockups onto your Shopify store too if you want. And I'm telling you, when people see that, it's like user generated content um, without the user. So it's wild. I'm sure there's going to have to be disclaimers coming out soon. Excuse me, from like the FTC on this stuff, but right now they don't have any. So when can I start? Right now, there's no better time than the present. Let's do this. I'm pumped to get you successful. Um, if you have more questions, just email me, contact@printondemandcoach.com. Are you ready? Awesome. Can't wait to get started with you. Still on the fence. Here's a couple of my favorite testimonials. So Mandy, I've known Will for a few years, have a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what's working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses within the first lesson, made my investment back. Oliver, I don't usually make posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such great and insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. I've had several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself that you can do this and you will. Take care. And then Chris, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now, and to this day, I still think he's the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. I've purchased a couple of his courses in the past. They've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. All right. If you want more, you can go to the PPC Coach site /testimonials. Print on Demand Coach is the new version of it, just because I changed the name because PPC Coach didn't make sense for what I was doing. I'm a print on demand coach. All right. So what happens after you order? You'll get instant access to the group, which has instructions on how to access everything right away. You don't have to wait. Immediate access to the bonuses, so you can get started right now. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to help you succeed. You're buying something unique based on years of experience and what works today, and based on all the updates in the AI world that have happened even over the past couple months. It's been mind blowing. So if you skip it, I'll call you crazy, but we can part as friends. Don't wait on this. It is a limited time offer. Let's get you profitable. I'll do everything I can to get you there. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your time. Get in now if you haven't already. And again, remember the www part when you're typing that in. So www.printondemandcoach.com/AI-2025. Okay. If you have any questions, I'll take them now. Otherwise, yeah, there is a question on the URL. If you go without the www, it won't work. So I'll just show you real quick here. here, www, and then slash AI-2025, 2025. We'll go here, and there we go. So we got our little countdown timer. Fill that thing in, and boom, hit submit. You'll see a thank you page, which has instructions on it on how to get to the group. And please read the thank you page, because there is a password on the thank you page that you do need. Without that, because I do ask for it before you get into the group. Another question, can I do this with Kittl? Yes, you can, if you really want to. You can apply some of the techniques that we're using, but we're going to focus on MidJourney and ChatGPT and Photopea in this session. I'm in a weird niche. Will this work? Well, my question is, are you making sales in that weird niche? Not yet. Okay, well, then I think the analytics part and the research part is going to be very helpful for you. Figuring out your competition. And I mean, the general rule with niches is if there's no competition, it's probably not worth it. And I know that goes opposite to a lot of Etsy training where they're like, find low volume keywords that nobody else has used. And it's like, why would you? Like, nobody's using them for a reason because there's no money in it. You want to go where the money is, and that's where the competition is. Then you want to beat the competition. That's my theory. All right, just comment there. Oh, it's from a while ago. I've been using the paid ChatGPT and love it. Yeah, it's that 03 version blew my mind because now it can go out and search the web. So you can say like, okay, here's store number 1. This is a competitor of mine in my niche. Please go analyze their best sellers and tell me what I should be doing design-wise and who my target market should be and all this other stuff that you can put into the prompt. And it'll go look at it. It'll take like 45 seconds or so because it's actually searching the web, reading the information, and then coming back to you with like a report that's written better than anything I've ever seen. So it's amazing. Oh, when does it start? Tuesday is when it starts. And then we'll run every Tuesday, 3 in a row. So starts Tuesday, then next Tuesday, then the third Tuesday, then we're done. But the group will stay up, like I said, for as long as I have a Facebook account in good standing, which has been a long time now, over 20 years. So should be good. Are you going to do any email marketing? Not in this one, although it wouldn't be that hard. Honestly, I use AI a lot for emails too, because staring at a blank screen, just like staring at a blank screen for design, is very difficult. Staring at a blank screen for emails is difficult too. So sometimes, well, a lot of the time, I'll get AI to do like the outline, and then I might go in and write the email. Once in a while, I'll throw out like an AI generated email, but I think a lot of people that have seen emails from me, they can tell if it was AI or me, because mine are typically more first person or more like my personality, and AI is not. So with email, I think you can tell, but it depends on what you're using it for too. If it's for a brand, I see no harm in that, using AI for it. All right, when does this offer close? So Tuesday at 11. I think that should be right. 3 hours, 22 minutes, 52. No, 3 days, 22 hours, 52 minutes, 6 seconds as of right now. Okay, I'm going to close with that. Everybody have a wonderful day. Oh, is there a replay? Yes, I will send out a replay for you too. So I'll send that out to the email. So check your inbox in a couple hours for the replay for this. And for those of you that have joined, thank you very much. And for those of you on the fence, let me know if you have any questions. And for those of you that are not planning on joining, no worries. I hope you did get something of value out of it. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.